Hi everybody, good evening. I'm continue doing rooms engineer penetration tester, learn the practical skills required to start your career as professional pen tester. No, this is just introduction, guys. Pen testing is not an easy job. It's not that million jobs as most influencers tell you. Reality is very different. But in any case, if you want to go, you need to spend long time for the to get very good in this field. So I'm doing the content discovery. This is an easy room. Learn various ways of discovering hidden or private content and whatever that could lead to new vulnerabilities. This one usually basically when you have a website, and like this one we have a website now, and you start enumeration. That's what the room is more about, content discovery, to see what the easy win that you can see them in the website. For example, first we should ask in the constraint of web application security, what is content? Content can be many things: a file, video, picture, backup, a website feature. When we talk about content discovery, we are not talking about the obvious things we can see on the website. It's the things that aren't immediately presented to us. This content could be, for example, pages, a portal intended for staff usage only, older version of the website, backup file, configuration file, administration panel, etc. There are three main ways of discovering content in a website. We have manually, automated, and OSINT, open source intelligence. Okay, we start in the machine. That's the IP of the machine. You get this landing. This one is straightforward. The first, what's the content discovery? Start with M. This one is manually. With letter A is automated. And OSINT, OS, let's type OSINT. The next one, it tell you, for example, Robot.txt. Usually these on most websites have them because Robot.txt, a file document that tells search engine which page they are and aren't allowed to show in the search engine result or ban specific search engine from crawling a website altogether. It can be common practice to restrict certain website areas so they aren't displayed in search engine result. Most of the time this is why posts use it, because bad guys, they can just go through it, but it's more for legitimate search engine that you don't want to show pages in search. For example, here, usually, of course, in normal scenario, when you have you don't know where. Usually we go bust, but now let's say usually robots. It's a well-known name, so you can automate. Sorry, what happened here? You can just go straight to it, robots.txt, if it exists. So you can you say for all agent this allow everything but don't allow the staff portal. So for example, you can see now this one, and when you find it like that, you can just come, okay, I need staff portal. You can just go there and then see what is staff portal, and then what, with an A. You found the robot.txt endpoint. So usually that's how things like that. For example, if we go to task 3, for example, manual discovery Favicon. Usually Favicon is what you see in the top like that here in the small icon. Sometimes when framework are used to build a website, a Favicon that is part of the installation gets left over. And if the website developer doesn't replace this with a custom one, they can give us a clue on what framework is in use. A WASP host database of common framework icons that can be used to check against target favicon. Okay, let's get this one, copy link. For example, here on attack post, open Firefox and enter this URL, static lab site favicon. Let's get slowly first before we jump. look, if it was this site is experimenting technical difficulties. Thank you very much. Okay, now for example, if you went you start something like that, you get to page source to check, for example. Usually Favicon, you can see it somewhere here in the top usually, but like in here is not. So if you look, for example, here, usually you see an icon there, like when you see TryHackMe, you can see that TryHackMe icon in the top. So in this one we don't. They tell us TryHackMe, go to visit. Usually that's how it looks. View in the page source, we'll see a lines 6 containing link to image Favicon. Oh, they give us static lab.cloud. Let's take this one. So basically this one doesn't have a favicon or something. Let's see what's going on in this one. Website coming soon. What? Well, this room is static labs. Okay. Viewing the page source, we see a line 6 containing link to the image. Oh, it's working here. Website coming soon. Why in attack box doesn't work? Oh, now it shows. Let's view page source. You can see the favicon. That's how it came. A link shortcut something, we get the favicon. And then we can see it is CGI IRC or something. So if you look, for example, here, it said you can go to and then we can do the MD5. You can do the curl MDs like that, straightforward curl favicon for let's do this. Let me remove this one. Yeah, you can not that we can just we can save it. Let's save it. It saves as entitled. Very strange. No, because I'm viewing the source page. Let's do this. We can call it with curl, and then you can pipe it to MD5 sum. No, but what we can do, let's see if that page exists first of all. It's a database error or something. Yeah, sorry, I hope you find it. What the hell? Doesn't work. Okay, Control F, you can find it. You know why the other side is not working? In any case, so the name is this one. CGRC. What that one? this is some kind of Perl CGI program that let you access IRC. Well, this is old stuff. Any case, let's go now. The next one is manual discovery. This guy's room is a premium, so in case you manual discovery sitemap.xml. Sitemap.xml, unlike the robot.txt file, which is restrict that what search engine crawl can look at, the sitemap.xml file give a list of every file the website owner wish to be listed on search engine. This can sometimes contain areas of the website that are a bit more difficult to navigate to, or even list some old web pages that are the current site no longer used but are still working behind the scene. It depends on the plugin, but most of the time now if you use WordPress or something, this is not what I'm looking for. Where is the, not you, this one, this one. So we can go to sitemap. Usually the name is a standard sitemap.xml. Usually is XML. Well, I'm tired, I think. Site. Sorry guys, I think need to be concentrating now. Site map.xml, and then you find the map XML. Let's see what you can find. For example, you have a contact, you have newsfeed article. What we supposed to find in? Oh, now we find this one interesting area, secret area, and you found the sitemap endpoint. So there is no flag. Oh, the path of the secret. Okay, we got the secret. Okay. Task 5 is manual discovery HTTP header. So basically HTTP header, when we make a request to web server, the server returns various HTTP headers. This header can sometimes contain useful information such as the web server software and possibly the programming scripting language in use. Here, for example, they tell us they use in Perl V to get more verbose, but there's different way to do this. We can use the Perl. We can use. Let me get that IP. You can do curl. Minus V for verbose. X flag header. Okay. For example, here you can see X flag headers. Also, you can do different way. You can play with Perl with the curl command line. We can just come here. Let's go to our website. Learn things. Whenever you do application, do the inspect and go to network, so you can know what's going on in your site. If you have in CTF or something, learn to do this. Refresh, and you can do Control plus. Where is not? So you can see it's gone in the main directory. If you click on it here, you can see the header. You can see the request header. No, so the response. We're looking for the response. The response, of course, is this one, or you can go to raw. You can see all the response here, or you can see a response, the header itself. You can see the X flag that they talk about it. This is the X flag. So this one also will give us that flag. You can use curl. We can use this. For example, here it will tell us a response keep alive Nginx. You can see it's in Ubuntu. It's server Nginx 1.18.0. all of this this is the request, this is the, so learn how to use the browser so you can see what's going on, like what exactly this app is calling. You can see it's calling stuff, getting that image, the query, both stuff, site.js, that's the favicon, but it's 404, it's not part of the site, not found. Now, if we go to the next one is manual discovery framework stack. Framework stack, once you have established the framework of the website, either from the Bill Favicon example or by looking for clues in the page source such as comment, copyright notice or credit, you can then locate the framework website. From there we can learn more about the software. For example, here they tell us looking at the page source code, things like that. Let's go to practice in this one. So we don't need this one for now, let's put it down. Let's go to the page source. If we go page, this is it look like a previous room. This page, for example, you can see there is a new home there, but usually the framework you find at the bottom, page generated by that, and it tell you that's the frame. It tell you, for example, there's a framework there. You go now to this link and you said, okay, let me see, go there. If you go there, you find this one. You have changelog. If I documentation, you can open there. You open there. I think this is part of another one. Here it tell you version 1.3. We had an issue where our backup process was creating a file in the web directory called temporary.zip. And now for this one, it tells us the documentation for the framework is pre-installed on your website the administration portal. Once you have installed the framework, navigate to this and use admin for password. Remember this room, administration portal. So they want us to go to the admin portal. The admin portal, we can just go there. Hold on, that letter E mistaken. I copy that thing wrong. And they tell us to go to admin. And then we got the flag we're looking for. So that's one way to do things. This room is more teaching you to start reading the page source code and things like that. The next one is OSINT, Google hacking and docking. Be careful here in case Google detect that you do some hacking and he block you. There are also external source variables that can help in discovering information about your target website. These sources are often referred to as OSINT or open source intelligence. Google hacking and Dorking. Google hacking and Dorking utilize Google advanced search engine feature which allow you to pick out custom content. You can, for instance, pick out results from certain domain name. For example, this search for TryHackMe website. For example, if you go to, let's go to Google search and just say site.tryhackme.com. Here it means give me only the result that related to site tryhackme.com. So if you're trying to get reconnaissance or back bounty, you can use to get all the domain and subdomain information in Google search. In URL, for example, site URL, return results that have the specified word in URL. Google, be careful when you're doing things like that. Google can pick up if you're trying to get sensitive information. File type, for example, looking just for PDF. In title, admin. This is dangerous if I'm not sure Google will allow these things anymore. For more information about Google hacking, can be found in the Wikipedia. What Google Dork operator can be used to only show results from a particular site. That's a straightforward site. Remember we talk about it here. I think this room is more easy. OSINT web, this website is one new one. Opening new type. is an online tool and browser extension that helps identify what technologies a website use, such as framework, content management. It's good to have it in your own website if you have this one. You can install it in Firefox, and you can detect easily. Say it will tell you it's written in PHP, things like that. It helps. What online tool can be used to identify technology website running? Okay, they talk about Wappalyzer, so it's good to install it. This one is more introduction. Wayback machine, so we can go there. Is a historical archive for website that dates back to the late 90s. You can search a domain name and it will show you all the times the service scrapped the web page and save the content. This service can help uncover old pages. For example, sometimes you get CTS or something, or page in GitHub or something. That's for example, and it was removed. You can go to here, you put your link there, and you can find maybe the copy of the machine of that old website. The address is already, they give us the address here, so here I just want you to learn to find them. No, the GitHub also, you can get all this. To understand GitHub, you first need to understand Git. This room is not about Git, but later stage is good to know it. Git is, there's a lot of rooms in CTF relating to Git. If you start using command line and Git repo, things like that, command search and all of that. Git is a version control system that track changes to files in project. Working in team is easier because you can see what which team member is editing and what changes they made to files. When users have finished making their changes, they commit them with message and then push them back to a centered location repository for other users to then pull those changes to their local machines. GitHub is also a version of Git on the internet. Repositories can either be set to public or private if you did that. So basically you can search there and you find a lot about the feature company name, website, try to locate repositories belonging to your target. This is more, what is Git? Git is version control system. I think this one it's then OSINT, the S3 bucket. S3 bucket are a storage service provided by Amazon AWS. It was down today, allowing people to save files and even static website content in the cloud, accessible over HTTP and HTTPS. The owner of the file can set access permission to either make file public, private, or even writable. Sometimes these access permissions are incorrectly set and not and virtually allow access to files that shouldn't be available to public. The format of S3, S3 is usually S3, the name S3, Amazon House, things like that. This where the name is designed by the owner, such as TryHackMe, asset.s3.amazon, Amazon AWS.com. S3 bucket, where you put stuff on, files, things like that, can be discovered in many ways, such as finding URL in website page, public, things like that. So what you have for Mantiki, they already gave it to us is s3.amazon amazonhouse.com. Now the next one, they told us to um, a discovery. Sometimes we can use FAF. For example, if this site, if you are in if I was now, let's do, what's that IP again? You can do FAF minus U. FAF, you need to give him that fast keyword off because looking for so we can do user share, because the attack box we will list the buster directory. If I usually use this one, if let's make screen so we can see it. Sorry, FAF What's wrong with me? How come I forgot how Faf spell Faf? So you can see we got a news content, Control C. What is going here? So you can see we got that. The other one usually I use is a go bastard. Let's do the same IP. Is the same, but go bastard. You don't need to give it fuzz word. Us you can just go basta do this go basta mine directory minus the URL, and then you give him the, and you can see from contact news assets customer private. You can see we got the private. I didn't know there's a private there. Let's see what's inside that private. You can cast this from your IP. That's another trick we can do another time. Control C. Let's see what TryHackMe is accessing. Yeah, I usually use this one. Learn how to use FAF is good. What is the name of directory beginning with MO? Okay, we got that one. Monthly dash monthly. And what's the name of the log file that was discovered? Log file. Huh. You can't access this. This is private. Okay. You discovered the directory. Okay. Log file. If I was in because they said log, I can just do yeah, because when you do go buster you add the X on it. So when you do X you're looking for extension, and you can see we got development.log, so we can try to see what's inside this file. You discover the log file. We can also use fuzz. You can just go back here and just tell him .log, for example, and you find the development there. The point is the tool is I use usually I use both of them. I use FAF, and FAF also you can it has an X, I think. Yeah, sometimes I just play like that. I don't really. It has FAF. It has minus H. Uh, minus list of extension, you can see, so we can use that one. So we can go to remove that log there, and you can just say minus e log. So he got asset, he got customer is private, he got contact. Why is got lost now? He got news. Why I can't find it? What's wrong here? filter. Let's see now what's wrong with this. There you see extension log. In any case, guys, you can play with them and see which one work for you. But it's two things. As I said, you can go with GoBuster and Fav. These two are good to have, especially Fav. Fav is very powerful to learn. So learn that one is good for you. I think this room is straightforward. There's not too much about it. Uh, so it's just a way to get the content and things like that, and you know the places like where to get stuff, Favicon and Wayback machine and things like that, and yeah, things like that. I hope guys you like it. If you have questions, let me know in the comment, and yeah, and have a good day. Thank you.